So hey again, District 7, Leebury here, along with our national president, soon to be past
Soon to
national
be
president,
passed, yeah.
Mel Smith, Mel LeMoeligou. And thanks so much, Mel, for taking a minute to chat with us today.
No problem.
We have had an absolutely amazing week here in Toronto, and just so many great things, and I want to talk about some of them in a minute. But for me, I just want to kind of open it up and say, how's this whole experience been for you? I mean, how crazy is it to believe that a year ago you were back on the rock, just starting this wonderful journey, and here you are today in Toronto, kind of winding down the year as national president? How's it been?
It really is bittersweet. It it seems like yesterday I was on the rock and I was just starting out, and all of a sudden time has gone by. But every member of the association has helped me get through this year and been supportive, and I couldn't have done it without everyone in this association. And so it wasn't about me, it wasn't about the board, it was about everyone.
Right. If you look back at the past year, what have been some of those moments that have really stood out for you? And I'm sure there's a lot. I mean, all the traveling you've done, board meetings, all those things. But what are some of the things that you really take away and remember from this past year?
Wow, there are so many things. I mean, from life memberships to my district tours to just the long hours at the board meetings. And people will say, why would you want to sit through all those long hours? But you know what?
Right.
It's really exhilarating. The chats in the hospitality suite after, we solve all the problems of the world there.
After hours.
After hours, absolutely. But, I can't say any one thing or pinpoint any one thing. Everything has been amazing.
What do you see when you go and you travel to clubs and you travel to districts and you kind of go out? And because I know for me, speaking from past experience, when you have that chance to watch other people on their own turf in their own domain, it's such a rewarding experience because you see things from a different lens. What were some of kind of the general things that you took away from this past year of just going to other clubs? Any observations that you'd like to share?
Every club does things differently, yet there are so many similarities. The one beauty about this association is that it doesn't matter where you go, you're treated like family.
Yeah.
And, you can go from the East Coast to the West Coast, your kin, your family. Doesn't matter if they sing the kin song or they don't sing the kin song, you're part of the family and you just fit in.
All that work that happens at the grassroots level trickles up, eh? And, this past week we heard over $1 million raised for cystic fibrosis, over $21 million raised for Canadians in their communities. Our community service hours were up through the roof, the amount of time that people have put in. And then today, we hear about the positive growth across the association, 10 new clubs chartered, over 1,000 new and reinstated members, overall net growth of 122, which is crazy. When we look at the stats in the last number of years, what do you think of when you hear those type of numbers? Like, what does that say to you? What does that mean to you?
I really think we've come to the crux of we've hit our peak, and now we're just going to soar right through there. For a while, we've always heard the concern, membership, and we're, everyone was so concerned about the future of the association. I don't think we have to worry.
Right.
I think we know what we're doing, and I think we finally got that grasp, and we're moving forward, and hey, we're going for gold. We're going for the moon.
That's awesome. They say hindsight's 2020. When you look back on your year, what are some of the things you think either Canada needs to keep doing, or we need to do a little differently to keep building on the successes we've seen in the last year?
Well, it was very interesting. We had our guest speaker yesterday morning, and he talked about context, and it really, really was an eye-opener for me. We are what we believe. We are what we've been taught, and so if you've always been taught fear in your life, that's all you're going to think about. And I think we all need to shift our context, be positive, move forward. We also heard today about letting people do the jobs that they were elected to do, and that was amazing. And consistency.
Right.
We have to keep moving forward. If we keep changing every year and doing things differently, we're just going to keep spinning in circles. We want to move in a straight line, and I think it's really important that everyone coming through just follow on what someone did in the previous year.
Yeah, build on those successes.
Build on the successes, absolutely.
And we've got some great leaders coming up with Ron and Kim coming right in behind.
Absolutely.
There's been so many people that it's awesome. All right, we'll wrap this piece up, but just anything else you'd like to say? We're going to put this up on District 7's website. Any other kind of closing messages you'd like to share with people back home that are kind of watching and keeping a close eye on what's happening here at National?
Absolutely, yeah. You know what? It's coming to the end of my year, and I can't thank Kin Canada enough. It's been an amazing experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I would tell anybody out there, always believe in yourself. If I can do this, you can do this. And don't even give it a second thought. If this is what you want to do, you go for it. Reach for the moon.
National President Mel, Kin Canada's National President, you did an amazing job this year, Mel.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you very much.